How's it going, plant heroes? Do you have any furry friends at home and want to add to your urban jungle? Well, today we're joined by Mittens, our Chief Leaf Inspector and Plant Safety Officer. He's our greenhouse cat, and we're going to go over 15 plants in 5 minutes or so that are non-toxic, safe for your pets if they like to play with the leaves. Oh, let's get our paws dirty. In the description, a link to the ASPCA website that has all of the plants that are pet safe, not just these ones, but these are definitely some of the ones I would recommend for you. They're easy to take care of, hardy. If you find any of this useful and like what we're doing, drop some fertilizer on that like button and subscribe for more. Click the bell to join the future plant fun. All right, so let's start with some color, because I know everyone could use a little bit of extra color, brightness in their life these days. We're gonna start with some Phalaenopsis Orchids. These are great for low maintenance, big bursts of color. They've got a bunch of flowers on top, need water maybe once every 2 weeks or so, and you're gonna have to probably re-up on them when they do lose their blooms, but they can be some of the most beautiful plants to add to your home. We've got some bromeliads. We've got a couple different examples here for you. You can get whatever type you like. Most are pet safe. And similar to the orchids, they will lose their color eventually. You can keep the base plant alive, but again, you're probably gonna need to buy a new one eventually. Here we have a Calathea. This is a Calathea Orbifolia. They have these almost hand-painted looking leaves. They're beautiful. And the underside has like a nice burgundy color to them. This is a type of prayer plant. And then another plant that I can recommend that has some awesome looking leaves is this Hoya here. It's got variegated splotches on its leaves, and this one actually is a trailing plant. So this would be good to put up on a shelf and it'll trail down. These are very low water, maybe once a month even. And there's many different types of Hoya, similar to the Calathea here. You can get all sorts, and they actually flower if they're taken care of properly. But never water if it's wet, and be okay with letting it sit dry for even a week or two, because that's what they want. Over here we have a spider plant. This one also trails and flowers. Spider plants are great, super hardy. The cats may love to play with these little guys that come off of them. What I would actually do is cut these off and replant them, because right here you can see it's actually got roots coming out, and if you plant it, these will root up and you can make a whole new plant. And let's move into some larger plants, bigger leaves. Over here we have the Fatsia Japonica. You can get different types of Fatsias. Next we have an Aspidistra, or a cast iron plant. They are some of the hardiest plants on this list. I like to think that's why they're called the cast iron plant. But they can do anything from total bright light, even outside in the sun, to a little bit of a shadier spot in your space. They're awesome for just their resilience. You should probably water it once a week, but if you mess up, it's forgiving as long as you don't let it sit in water forever. One thing to watch out on these is for spider mites, because the spider mites love these big juicy leaves. Next up we have the Kentia palm. Most palms are actually going to be okay for pets. They're the best way to get huge greenery in your space, and they look beautiful, but we try to stick to the Kentia palms because they're the hardiest. They're actually one of the few palms that's okay in low light. You can also use a bamboo palm. Those need higher light, but the Kentias seem to be the most tolerant of different watering conditions if you're not the most on your schedule, and they're also the most resistant to pests. So over here we have the Ponytail Palm. It's not actually a palm, it's almost a type of succulent. They have these huge trunks. They store a lot of water in there. They grow with these nice twirling down leaves. Cats would definitely love to play with these. They're not toxic, so that could be okay. Okay, so a couple pet safe plants that I don't have in the greenhouse that I want to show you. First one is going to be a Staghorn Fern. So I'll show you an image of that. These are great because they can grow actually hung on a wall or up on a shelf, and your pet can't get to them, which is a nice thing. They're awesome and low maintenance, kind of fun plants, and I think they're very unique in their look. Next up, we have a banana plant. These are a great way to get a big burst of green foliage in your house. They're nice and tropical, pretty trendy right now, but don't be thinking you're going to be growing any bananas inside, because indoor variety and the outdoor banana providing variety are a little bit different. And then next up, we have the pancake plant, or Pilea. They're, I think, one of the most trendy plants. They're really cute little pancake-shaped leaves, and they are small succulent types, and your pet can bite at them all they want and everything will be fine, minus a little leaf damage, but that's to be expected when you have pets and plants together. Those are my extra couple tips, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any plants or want to get a plant that is not on this list, we'll try and help you out. And with a little forethought and effort, you and your pets can be plant heroes together. That's a snake plant. That actually is not going to be okay for you, Mittens, but I know you don't eat them, you just play with them.